You might lace up your shoes each morning, faithfully getting in your 30 minutes of walking yet. For some, knees may still ache, legs can feel heavy, and stiffness often lingers. Here's the paradox. The problem isn't how much you walk, but how you walk. After reviewing hundreds of patients, I found 7 common mistakes that quietly undo the benefits of those daily steps. The good news? Each one has a simple fix. Let's start with a common misstep that many people may not even realize they're making. You've been told walking is effortless, just put one foot in front of the other. But your body knows the truth. That slight hunch in your posture, the way your feet slap the pavement instead of rolling smoothly, the arms that barely swing, these aren't just quirks. They're silent energy leaks, turning a natural movement into a grind. The first mistake? Walking like you're sitting. Hours at a desk shorten hip flexors, turning strides into stiff, truncated motions. Try this. Before your next walk, stand tall and gently tilt your pelvis forward as if pouring water from your belt buckle. Suddenly, your legs have room to move. This tiny tweak redistributes effort from your knees to your stronger glutes. Notice the difference? That's your body thanking you. Tomorrow we'll fix the second mistake, the invisible brake you apply with every step. You might be surprised to hear that walking, something we've done since childhood, needs a second look after 50. As a doctor who has worked with many patients to help them stay active, I've seen how small tweaks can often make a meaningful difference. Here's why. Our bodies change in subtle but important ways as we age. Muscle mass naturally declines about 3 to 8% per decade after 30, what we call sarcopenia, making each step require more effort from less muscle. Your joints aren't just hinges. They need movement to pump nourishing fluid through the cartilage, like squeezing a sponge. That morning stiffness? Often a sign they've been still too long. Metabolism slows roughly 2 to 3% each decade too, meaning the same walk burns fewer calories than it did at 40. And circulation changes, arteries become less flexible, making efficient movement even more valuable. But here's what excites me. Walking, when done right, is one of the simplest tools we have to counter all these shifts. It's free, requires no equipment, and works for nearly every fitness level. The catch? Done incorrectly, it can quietly add strain instead of strength. The good news. Each one has a simple fix. Let's start with the first misstep. Most people don't even realize they're making. You might think that just getting out there and walking is enough, but how you start your walk makes all the difference. Many of us lace up our shoes and immediately set off at a brisk pace. Our muscles cold, our joints stiff, our heart suddenly working harder than it should. That abrupt start can strain your body more than you realize. Cold muscles are less flexible, making them more prone to tiny tears. Stiff joints haven't yet had a chance to warm up and lubricate themselves with synovial fluid, which can lead to discomfort later. And for your heart, that sudden spike in effort can feel jarring, especially if you're not used to it. The fix is simple. Give yourself those first 3 to 5 minutes to ease into your walk. Start at a pace where you could comfortably hold a conversation. No heavy breathing, no pushing yourself. Think of it as gently waking up your body, letting your muscles warm, your joints loosen, and your heart rate rise gradually. This small adjustment can make your entire walk feel smoother and leave you feeling better afterward. And if you're someone who tends to rush out the door, try setting a reminder on your phone or watch to pace yourself. Your knees, your heart, and even your energy levels will thank you. Now let's talk about something I see all too often: hunching while walking. You might not even realize you're doing it, but over time, that forward head position can quietly strain your neck and shoulders. Think about it. Your head isn't light. For each inch it tilts forward, the load on your neck can roughly double, adding significant strain. That's why so many people finish their walks with tension headaches or stiffness between their shoulder blades. And here's another thing. When you're hunched, your ribs can't expand fully, so your breathing becomes shallow. That means less oxygen reaching your muscles, making you tire faster. The fix? It's simpler than you might think. Imagine a gentle thread pulling the crown of your head upward like a puppet string. Keep your chin level, not tucked, not jutting forward. Let your gaze set along a horizon, not the ground a few feet ahead. This small shift does two important things. It takes unnecessary pressure off your neck, and it lets your lungs fill fully with each breath. At first, you might catch yourself slipping back into old habits, especially if you've spent years at a desk or looking down at your phone. But with practice, this becomes effortless. And if you want a little cue, try this. Every time you pass a tree or a lamppost, check in with your posture. Shoulders relaxed, ears aligned over your shoulders, eyes looking ahead. It's not about standing stiffly at attention, just a natural aligned ease. Your walks will feel lighter, and you might notice less of that end-of-day stiffness too. And as always, if you have neck or back concerns, your own doctor can help tailor this to your needs. Now, let's talk about what's on your feet, because the wrong shoes can undo even the best posture. Here's your narration from mistake 3. Wrong footwear. You might not realize it, but the shoes you wear for walking could be quietly working against you, especially after 50. Over time, the natural fat pads under your feet thin out, and arches can flatten slightly, shifting stress upward to your knees and hips. That's why old sneakers or unsupportive shoes, no matter how comfortable they feel, might leave you with aches after a walk. The fix? Look for shoes with good cushioning and arch support, designed specifically for walking. And here's a detail many miss. Even if they look fine, shoes lose their shock absorption over time. For most people, replacing them roughly every 12 months helps. Think of it like changing the tires on your car-worn treads don't grip the road well, and worn shoes don't protect your joints the way they should. If you're unsure, a specialty shoe store can often help you find the right fit. And as always, if you have knee or hip concerns, your doctor can guide you further. Now, let's talk about consistency, because even the best shoes won't help if you're making the next mistake. You might think a long weekend walk makes up for skipping daily steps, but here's why that approach can backfire. When you cram all your movement into 1 or 2 big walks, your body treats it as a stress event, not a habit. For many people over 50, this weekend warrior pattern can lead to more soreness, stiffness, or even minor injuries, because your muscles and joints aren't getting the regular, gentle signals they need to stay resilient. Think of it like watering a plant. One heavy soak won't make up for a week of drought. The fix? Aim for shorter, more frequent walks around 20 to 30 minutes, 5 or 6 days a week. This consistency keeps your circulation active, your joints lubricated, and your muscles engaged without overloading them. It's not about distance or speed. It's about showing up regularly. And if life gets busy, even a 10-minute walk counts. The key is making movement a daily rhythm, not a weekend marathon. Your body thrives on predictability, so give it what it craves. And as always, if you have knee or hip concerns, your doctor can guide you further. Now, let's talk about consistency, because even the best shoes won't help if you're making the next mistake. Here's your narration for mistake 5. You might not realize it, but keeping your arms still while walking can actually work against you. When your arms don't swing naturally, your spine has to over-rotate to compensate. Think of it like twisting a little more with each step, just to keep moving forward. Over time, that extra rotation can add up to discomfort in your lower back or even your shoulders. Plus, still arms mean you're missing out on using those upper body muscles, which could otherwise help take some of the load off your legs. The fix is simple. Let your arms move the way they're meant to. Keep your elbows bent at roughly 90 degrees, not stiff, just relaxed, like you're holding a gentle curve. And let them swing naturally opposite your legs. Right arm moves forward with the left leg, left arm with the right leg. It might feel exaggerated at first, but that's okay. This isn't about force or speed. It's about letting your whole body work together smoothly. And as always, if you have knee or hip concerns, your doctor can guide you further. Now, let's talk about consistency, because even the best shoes won't help if you're making the next mistake. You might not realize how much that phone in your hand changes the way you walk, but your body notices. When you grip your phone, your head naturally tilts forward to glance down. That slight forward head position adds up to about 60 pounds of extra strain on your neck over a 30-minute walk, what many call text neck. Worse, your eyes stay fixed on the screen instead of scanning the path ahead, which can delay your reaction time to cracks in the pavement or uneven sidewalks. For many people over 50, that split-second delay matters more balance. Reflexes aren't quite what they were at 30, and a stumble can have bigger consequences. The fix is simpler than you think. Slide that phone into a pocket or waistband. If you're worried about missing a call, try wireless earbuds at a low volume so you still hear traffic or people around you. Keep your chin level, eyes on the horizon about 10 to 15 feet ahead. You'll notice your shoulders relax, your breathing deepens, and your stride becomes steadier. And if you love listening to podcasts or music, consider an armband or clip-on holder to keep the phone secure without hunching. Small shift, big difference your neck, spine, and knees will thank you. And as always, if you have knee or hip concerns, your doctor can guide you further. Now, let's talk about consistency, because even the best shoes won't help if you're making the next mistake. Here's the narration for mistake 7. You might think once your walk is over, the work is done. But skipping recovery can quietly undo some of the good you just did. After 50, our bodies don't bounce back like they used to. Dehydration creeps up faster and muscles stay tight longer, leaving you stiff the next day. Here's the fix. First, drink a glass of water within 10 minutes of finishing even if you don't feel thirsty. Your joints and circulation rely on that fluid. Next, spend just 5 minutes stretching your calves and hamstrings. Stand near a wall, place one foot back, and gently press the heel down, hold for 20 seconds per side. Then sit and reach for your toes, keeping knees slightly bent. Finally, give yourself permission to rest. Aim for 1 or 2 days a week without walking your muscles rebuild during these breaks. Think of recovery as part of the walk, not an extra step. And as always, if you have knee or hip concerns, your doctor can guide you further. Now, let's talk about consistency, because even the best shoes won't help if you're making the next mistake. Here is the mid-video we-hook section you requested, seamlessly continuing from the previous beat while introducing gentle urgency for the 50-plus audience. Now, you might wonder, why do these small walking mistakes matter more after 50? The truth is, the same slips that felt harmless in your 30s can have bigger consequences now. Think of it like a well-loved car. Over time, the shocks wear down, the engine needs kinder care, and skipping maintenance shows up faster. Your body works the same way. Cold starts, they don't just mean stiff knees, they can mean longer recovery. Hunching, it's not just a stiff neck. It's added strain on spine discs that already face natural wear. Even that phone in your hand, a stumble at 30 might mean a skinned knee. At 50 plus, it could mean a fracture that takes months to heal. But here's the good news. Tiny tweaks add up. A slower start, better shoes, relaxed arms, these aren't just about comfort. They're about keeping your walks sustainable so you can keep enjoying movement for years. And as always, if you have knee or hip concerns, your doctor can guide you further. Now, let's talk about consistency, because even the best shoes won't help if you're making the next mistake. This maintains the warm Dr. Sonia tone while weaving in age-specific stakes without alarmism. Let me know if you'd like any refinements. Walking isn't just about moving your legs. It's a whole-body habit. One of the most accessible tools we have to stay healthy after 50. When you do it right, it nourishes your joints, strengthens your muscles, and keeps your heart happy. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. Just a pair of supportive shoes, a little awareness, and the willingness to take those small, consistent steps. So tomorrow, when you head out for your walk, try one of these fixes. Maybe start slower or focus on your posture or let your arms swing naturally. See how it feels. Your body will thank you. And remember, these are gentle suggestions. What works for one person may need tweaking for another. If you're unsure, your own doctor can help tailor these ideas to your needs. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these walking habits will you try first? Let's make those daily steps count together. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a gift you give your future self. Here's to many more healthy, joyful strides ahead. Let me share something I wish every walker over 50 knew about those first few minutes of walking. When you start too fast, your muscles are like cold rubber bands. They need time to warm up before they can stretch safely. Your joints rely on gentle movement to pump nutrient-rich fluid through the cartilage, almost like oiling a hinge. And your heart? Studies show a gradual warm-up helps it adjust smoothly rather than jumping straight into high gear. Here's what's happening beneath the surface during those crucial first 3-5 minutes. Your blood vessels slowly widen to deliver oxygen where it's needed. Your tendons become more elastic, reducing strain on older joints that may already have some wear. Even your balance systems wake up gradually important, since reaction times naturally slow with age. Think of it like warming up a car on a chilly morning. That extra care pays off in smoother performance and far less wear over time. The best part? This simple habit takes no extra time. You're just redistributing the same walk into a gentler start. Your knees, hips, and heart will thank you years from now. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a gift you give your future self. Here's to many more healthy, joyful strides ahead. Now let's talk about something subtle but powerful: the connection between posture and breathing. When you hunch forward, your lungs don't have as much room to expand. That means less oxygen reaching your muscles, which can leave you feeling tired sooner than you should. Here's a simple check. Halfway through your walk, pause for a moment. Are your shoulders relaxed? Is your chin level, not jutting forward? Imagine a gentle thread pulling the top of your head toward the sky. This small adjustment opens up your chest, letting you take deeper, fuller breaths. And when you breathe better, you walk with less effort and more energy. Try it right now. Stand tall, take a slow breath in, and notice how much easier it feels. That's the magic of good posture. It's not just about standing straight. It's about fueling your body better with every step. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a gift you give your future self. Here's to many more healthy, joyful strides ahead. Now, consider the rhythm of your steps, how each footfall syncs with your breath. A steady, natural pace creates a flow where movement and breathing support each other. If you walk too fast, your breath becomes shallow. Too slow, and your muscles don't get enough oxygen. Find your sweet spot. Inhale for 2 steps. Exhale for 2. This cadence keeps your energy balanced, preventing strain. Notice the ground beneath you. Soft surfaces like grass or sand engage more muscles, while pavement offers stability. Alternating between them can improve balance and coordination. And don't forget your arms, lightly bent elbows, swinging naturally help maintain momentum without tension. Walking isn't just about legs. It's a full body conversation with gravity, air, and motion. Every adjustment, whether in pace, surface, or posture, can enhance your walking experience, making each walk smoother and more revitalizing. The secret? Listen to your body. It knows when to push, when to ease, and when to simply enjoy the journey. When it comes to choosing the right walking shoes after 50, your feet have different needs than they did decades ago. Look for 3 key features. Firm arch support to prevent strain on fallen arches, ample cushioning to protect thinning fat pads under your feet, and a wide toe box to avoid squeezing toes together. This helps prevent bunions and improves balance. The best time to shop for shoes is late afternoon, when feet are naturally slightly swollen, ensuring a comfortable fit all day. And don't wait until soles are visibly worn out. Replace your walking shoes roughly every 12 months or after 400 to 500 miles, as the cushioning breaks down over time even if the outside looks fine. A quick test. Press your thumb into the midsole if it feels stiff or compressed. It's likely time for a new pair. Remember, your shoes are the foundation of every step. Investing in the right pair can make walking feel effortless rather than exhausting. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a gift you give your future self. Here's to many more healthy, joyful strides ahead. Now, let's talk about one of the simplest ways to make walking a seamless part of your daily life habit: stacking. One gentle trick that may help: try pairing your walks with something you already do every day. Maybe it's right after your morning coffee, when your mind is fresh and the air is still cool. Or perhaps it's right before dinner, when you're already up and moving around the house. By linking your walk to an existing habit, you create a natural rhythm, no extra willpower needed. Think of it as adding a healthy bookmark to your day. For many people, this small shift can make all the difference between thinking about walking and actually doing it. And remember, consistency isn't about perfection. It's about showing up most days. Even a short walk counts, as long as you keep the habit alive. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a gift you give your future self. Here's to many more healthy, joyful strides ahead. Here's how proper arm swing transforms your walk from just moving your legs to engaging your whole body. When your arm stays still, your spine has to twist more with each step to keep you balanced. That extra rotation can add up to strain over time. But when you let your arms swing naturally, bent at roughly 90 degrees opposite to your legs, something beautiful happens. Your core muscles gently activate, your shoulders stay relaxed, and your spine moves more efficiently. It's like your upper body becomes part of the rhythm, not just along for the ride. Try this right now. Stand up and let your arms hang loose, then start walking in place. Feel how your opposite arm and leg naturally want to move together. That's your body's built-in wisdom. For many people, focusing on this smooth, relaxed swing can make walking feel lighter and more balanced. And if you've ever noticed your hands swelling after a long walk, a gentle arm swing helps circulation too. Tomorrow, on your walk, just check in. Are your arms moving freely, or are they tucked away? Small tweaks, big rewards. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a gift you give your future self. Here's to many more healthy, joyful strides ahead. Now, let me share a little bonus about leaving your phone in your pocket during walks. When you walk without that screen in your hand, something beautiful happens. You become more present. Your balance improves because you're not looking down. You notice the rhythm of your breath, the way your feet meet the ground, the subtle changes in your surroundings. This mindful awareness does more than just prevent falls. It gently lowers stress, almost like a moving meditation. Many of my patients tell me their unplugged walks feel like a reset button for the mind, a small pocket of peace in a busy day. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a gift you give your future self. Here's to many more healthy, joyful strides ahead. Now, consider this. When you walk without earbuds, your ears tune into the world's soundtrack, the rustle of leaves, distant chatter, birdsong. This auditory awareness anchors you in the moment, sharpening focus and sparking creativity. Studies suggest that ambient sounds during walks enhance problem solving by up to 60%, as your brain enters a flow state. Without distractions, you might catch snippets of inspiration: a child's laughter, a street musician's melody that ignite fresh ideas. Neuroscientists call this soft fascination, where gentle stimuli rejuvenate mental energy. Patients who ditch headphones often report deeper connections with their environment, noticing architectural details or seasonal shifts they previously missed. It's not just about hearing more, it's about perceiving more. For many, a walk can be a chance to notice little sensory joys that enrich your day. So next time, try walking in stereo nature soundtrack on one channel, your thoughts on the other. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one last gentle reminder. Your doctor knows your body best. While these walking tips work well for many people, they aren't one size fits all. If you have existing joint concerns, heart conditions, or mobility challenges, Please check in with your physician to tailor these suggestions for your unique needs. Small tweaks can make a big difference, and your doctor can help you walk safely while honoring your body's limits. Because walking isn't just exercise, it's a gift you give your future self. Here's to many more healthy, joyful strides ahead. Here's fresh content in English, continuing the theme without repetition. Walking isn't just about steps, it's about rhythm. Pay attention to your breath as you move. Let it sync with your pace. Inhale for 3 steps, exhale for 4. This simple practice can turn a stroll into meditation, calming your mind while strengthening your body. Notice the world around you, the rustle of leaves, the warmth of sunlight. These small moments of awareness deepen the benefits, making each walk a sensory experience. If you're new to walking, start with short, intentional sessions. Even 5 minutes can reset your mood. Over time, your stamina will grow naturally. And remember, consistency matters more than speed. A steady daily habit outpaces occasional intense efforts. Celebrate every outing, no matter how brief. Your body and mind will